Hi, I'm Edward, founder of StudentRND, and I'm making this video to recruit volunteers for this summer. In case you don't know, StudentRND is a student-run nonprofit organization, and we seek to inspire students to learn more about science and technology. And actually, this summer we're in for some really cool stuff. This summer we leased out a 3,500 square foot workspace in the middle of Bellevue, Washington. It's on Bellred Road. In between about Interlake High School and downtown Bellevue, so about like a mile away from downtown Bellevue, and we're going to be doing some crazy awesome stuff. So StudentRND, what we're going to be doing this summer is opening up a workspace for students who want to work on science and tech projects, who love science and technology, and it's going to be a community center of sorts for people who love science and technology. So in our workspace, StudentRND is going to be providing students with equipment, with tools, with materials, and other resources necessary to work on science and tech projects of their interest. Now, I guess a question that a lot of people have been asking me is, how can I help? And I'm making this video to really answer these questions. There's quite a few ways that you can help out StudentRND. One is we could have you lead a project for StudentRND. Two is we could actually have you volunteer around StudentRND to create events. 3 is some more managerial stuff like marketing, fundraising, and just other various managerial stuff. And 4 is that you can just come in, participate, and have some fun. Let me talk about all 4. So the first that I talked about is leading projects for StudentRND. And so as you heard from earlier, StudentRND is this workspace where people can come in and work on science and tech projects of their interest. Last summer, we had a space in Bellevue, Washington, in, I guess, North Bellevue, and we created some really exciting projects. One of the projects that we had last summer was a 3D printer, and what that is it's kind of like a glue gun that's computer controlled. It spits out plastic, and you can use it to create basically 3D models. Whatever you can make on a computer, you can see in real life. Another cool project we had last summer was a hoverboard. A team of students came in and worked on a hoverboard. And a third was a Surface computer, which was actually absolutely awesome. The Surface computer is basically a Microsoft Surface, a giant iPad, you could say, a table-sized iPad that students were using over at StudentRND. And we actually built one from scratch. So those are some of the cool things that we did last summer, and this summer we want to have more awesome projects coming out from StudentRND, and that's where you would come in as a project leader. Right now we're recruiting people to think up ideas and submit simple proposals, nothing too complicated, 1 or 2 pages, about something that you want to do over the summer. And there will be a link to a project proposal. You can see it there in the video, and you can click on that and look at the sample project proposal and submit something to us. And we're looking for leaders who can dedicate some of their summer to build these cool stuff, lead teams to build cool stuff at StudentRND. All you have to do is come up with the idea, come up with a plan, and it will provide you with all the tools, resources, materials, whatnot that you need to do it. So, it's a really incredible deal. You wanted to build a robot the other day? Hey, go for it. You wanted to make an iPhone app? We have the tools for you. Go for it. Those are some of the resources that we provide there at StudentRND. So definitely check that out. Another thing, way number 2 that you can help out is by helping out with events. So StudentRND, it's a community center of sorts for people who love science and technology. Creating an event for StudentRND, it doesn't have to be directly science and technology. It could be anything that promotes science and tech, love, passion, that sort of stuff, for this culture. And any sort of culture that fits within people who love science and tech, that would work as a StudentRND event. And you can also take a look at that link for a proposal form for an event, and be sure to submit it. So things that you could do is, like, last year we had ice cream day. Last year we had dry ice day. This competitions, classes, whatnot over at this space, and those are some of the cool things that you could do this year. Even LAN parties, where video game events, tournaments, whatnot. Anything that you can think of that is related in some way to science and tech culture. Definitely cool event for Student R&D this summer, and I would encourage you to click on that link and apply and submit a proposal. Way number 3 that you can help is by doing some more managerial things. One is fundraising. We definitely need more money for Student R&D. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, which means that anyone who participates, anyone who donates to Student R&D is eligible for a tax deduction. So Student R&D is a nonprofit in that sense, and we need to raise more money to make sure that we can continue doing what we're doing this year and next year. We're also looking for people to help market Student R&D, both to students and to adults. So to adults would be like, making sure that we have good, coverage, like photos, videos, press releases to the news, whatnot. And also just other people to general help around Student R&D management. We always need, someone has to take out the trash. Someone has to clean the bathroom. Might not be pretty, but if you're looking to help out with something like that, marketing, fundraising, taking out the trash, please. Those are a bit more specific, so just contact my email up there, and we'll get in touch. Or give me a call. You'll have to email me to get my phone number, but yeah, give me a call. Also, we're also just looking for people just to participate. The project leaders that I talked about earlier, they can't lead projects without people to help them work on projects. So, you could come in and sign up to work on a project at Student R&D. Student R&D is also an open workspace, so think of it as a library. You could just come in, hang out, just see what's going on, say, hey, I see you're working on a robot. What's up with that? Can you tell me more about that? Just hang out. And if you want to work on anything, bring some of your friends to do a project, and you don't exactly want to stick to a schedule that, Student R&D would mandate or something like that, you're free to come in and work on whatever you want over at Student R&D, as long as it's, again, related to science and tech or the culture. Anyways, hopefully this was an informative video of how you can help out at Student R&D. And if you have any questions, of course, you can let me know or any of the other volunteers, and we'll be in touch. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at Student R&D this summer.